Guys, hi, welcome back to the Letterbox Workshop. It's Andy here. Last week's video I showed you how I took this engine from the Honda CB on my own really cheaply in this tiny little workshop I've got here in London. This week I'm going to show you how to remove the carburetors from the bike. A few people asked how you do that on these bikes. It's a little bit tricky, so I'm just going to throw together a quick 2-minute tutorial on how you do that. If you want to see more, there's going to be a full carburetor rebuild video coming up in the next few months, so hit subscribe if you want to see that. And if you're interested in seeing a step-by-step, nut-by-nut rebuild of this Honda CB750 engine, again, hit subscribe, and the first instalment of that should be online in the next few weeks. Right, let's throw 2 minutes on the clock. First off, you need to loosen this little bolt. It's under the fuel tank and it holds the airbox in place. Next, we're going to drain the excess fuel from the 4 float bowls. You're just going to loosen up this little screw on the float bowl, just making sure that the fuel drain line is over a bucket or somewhere similar to catch the fuel. You can do this for all 4 of the carburetors. Fuels are all gunked up, just lob them in the bin. They're cheap enough to get new ones. Next up, each carb has these 2 retaining clips, front and rear. We're going to loosen those right up. There's 4 of these, so 2 bolts on each of the 4 carbs. That should free up the rubbers from the airbox, so you should just gently be able to pull that clear from the rear of the carburetors. And once it's nice and far back from the carbs, you can then go back under where the fuel tank was and re-tighten that nut. That's going to stop it sliding forwards, give you a nice gap between the airbox and the carburetors to work with. Next up, you just want to shake the carburetors, moving them around up and down. The rubbers between these and the engines can get quite brittle, so it may be quite a lot of work. You may even need to use a small bit of wood just to give yourself a bit of leverage. You can remove the throttle cables before you do this stage. I actually found it easier to leave them on, because once the carburetors are loose, you then get easier access to the cables and where they go into the carburetors, but you can remove them earlier, whatever you would prefer. Once you've removed all these cables, that's it really. The carburetors should now be clear of the engine, and you can simply slide them out either to the left or to the right, whichever is easier based on where your bike is parked. So here you can see why I'm doing my carbs again. They're really gunked up and dirty. They need a full rebuild and just to tidy up to get them looking like new. And here we can see a little before and after shot, just showing you the state of the carbs before in close-up. And I've just done a little shot of one of the float bowls once I finished the process. Guys, that's about it. If you enjoyed the video, really appreciate a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing progress on this CB750 build, please do make sure you hit subscribe down below. I did also say when we hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel, that I will be doing a small giveaway. We've hit 1,000 subscribers. It's fantastic. So thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. What we're going to do, we're going to be giving away a set of Built-Well handlebar grips. These are the exact same ones I'm using on my bike. They're really beautiful quality. I think they run at about $20 normally here in Europe. So if you're interested, all you have to do, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. It may not be the next video because I've already shot some of these, but in a couple of videos time I'll announce the winner of the competition and you guys can get in touch and we'll sort that out. If you don't like the exact Built-Well grips I've chosen, just shoot me a line of what sort of thing you're after and I'll make sure I hook you up. Wherever you are in the world, we'll get that to you one way or another. So thank you very much and I'll see you in the next video.